Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. This time, we're going to thoroughly discuss the new endgame content, Anomaly Arbitration. All the information I'll be sharing comes from HomDG Cat and Shiroha. Alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. Anomaly Arbitration is the latest high-difficulty endgame challenge that will arrive in version 3.6. Alongside Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow, Anomaly Arbitration becomes one of the endgame modes that offers an intense gaming experience and fairly enticing rewards, although there are no stellar jades as rewards. To unlock this mode, players must reach Equilibrium Level 6, achieve full stars on the highest floors of Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow, can be across different versions, and complete the adventure mission bond notes. So, make sure you've met these requirements before diving into this challenge. Anomaly Arbitration will be reset every time a new game version is released and will remain available until the end of that version. So this endgame will be updated once per version. This gives players enough time to plan and conquer this challenge. Okay, so Anomaly Arbitration consists of two main stages, Stage Knight and Stage King, Final. Players have two strategic options to conquer this mode, each with different difficulty levels and rewards. Here's a detailed explanation of both stages. The first option is to go straight to Stage King, Final, and face Lygus. Players can choose to directly tackle Stage King without going through Stage Knight first. However, this is not an easy choice. The enemies in Stage King will be at level 120, meaning they are much stronger and tougher. If we look at the data from HomDG Cat, elite enemies in Wave 1 will have 17 million and 15 million HP. And for the boss, Lygus, it will have 173 million HP. You can understand that choosing this option will be impossible without a team with full E6S5. And in this option, the maximum number of cycles allowed is 2 cycles, which further increases the difficulty. Then, the second option is to complete Stage Knight first. Alternatively, players can complete 3 Stage Knights before entering Stage King. In this option, the enemies in Stage King will be at level 100, which is slightly easier compared to the direct option. However, the challenge is that players must complete 3 nodes in Stage Knight first, which requires 3 different teams. The maximum number of cycles is 6 cycles, and this is a more reasonable and very feasible option to pass. Cycles in Anomaly Arbitration determine how quickly you can complete the challenge, and this affects the rewards you receive. And the cycle system in this endgame is slightly different. For Cycle 1, grants 300 AV, and Cycle 2, grants 100 AV. After that, the cycles will proceed as usual. Next, we'll discuss Stage Knight first. Stage Knight consists of 3 nodes, and each node has unique enemy mechanics. To complete this stage, you need 3 different teams, each consisting of 4 characters. Each node has a specific buff that makes the battles even more challenging. Here are the details. Knight 1. Enemies in this node start the battle with 2 stacks of resilient armor. Each stack reduces the damage received by enemies by 15%, resulting in a total initial damage reduction of 30%. To weaken the enemies, you need to reduce their toughness to 0, which will remove 1 stack of resilient armor. Yes, it seems Super Break teams will be greatly advantaged here. Knight 2. In this node, enemies gain a unique advantage. For every 1% HP lost, the crit DMG received by enemies decreases by 3%. This means the more damage you deal, the more your character's crit damage will decrease. In this node, you're directed to use a DOT team to pass it more easily. Knight 3. This node introduces a rather dangerous mechanic. Every time an enemy is attacked, they will deal physical DMG equal to 40% of their ATK to the attacker, and this damage is non-fatal. All non-elite enemies in these 3 nodes have effect RES plus 100% and will not lose HP or toughness. The main focus is defeating the elite enemies, as once all elite enemies are defeated, the non-elite enemies will be instantly eliminated. Here are some requirements to earn stars in Stage Night. Number of cycles, 6. Win in no more than 4 cycles. Win in no more than 2 cycles. No characters fall. Rewards, 3 stars, 1 self-modeling resin, 200 lone stardust, can be exchanged in the shop. 6 stars, 1 self-modeling resin, 200 lone stardust. 9 stars, 1 self-modeling resin, 200 lone stardust. Next, we'll discuss Stage King, Final. After completing Stage Night, you'll face Stage King, the final stage of Anomaly Arbitration. You can also directly challenge Stage King, as I explained earlier. Here, you only need 1 team, and you're free to use any characters you have. And before starting the battle, you can choose one of 3 buffs to help your team. Buff 1. If the number of allies on the battlefield is not 4, all allies gain a 60% DMG increase. This is suitable for teams that use characters with summon mechanics, like Remembrance teams, or teams that play with fewer than 4 characters, such as Phanon. Buff 2. When all allies use their ultimate, the attack will ignore 40% of the enemy's def. Additionally, the next skill after the ultimate will also ignore 40% of the enemy's def. Buff 3. After receiving shield effects or healing from friendly targets, excluding this unit, damage taken is reduced by 25%, and increases all-type respawn by 20% for 2 turns. In addition to providing buffs for our team, the enemies in Stage King also receive special buffs. And these buffs differ for Stage King with Lygus level 100 and Lygus level 120. The buffs are 1. The inversion. Each time an enemy target receives an attack, they deal physical DMG equal to 60%, 80% for Lygus level 120, of their 80k to the attacker. This damage is non-fatal. 2. Energy absorption. When an enemy target receives an attack, reduces the attacker's energy by 2 points, 4 points for Lygus level 120, except when the attacker's energy is maxed. When an enemy target is defeated, the attacker regenerates 10 energy. 3. Sunder. When allied targets are being attacked by enemies, it increases the damage received by 6%, 12% for Lygus level 120, per stack, up to a maximum of 10 stacks. This effect does not disappear on its own but can be reduced by 3 stacks if the ally receives a shield or healing from another ally. Here are some requirements to earn stars in Stage King. Win in no more than 6 cycles. Win in no more than 4 cycles. Win in no more than 2 cycles. Rewards: 1 star, 1 interference key, 100 lone stardust, bronze frame. 2 stars, 100 lone stardust, silver frame. 3 stars, 100 lone stardust, golden frame. And you can also earn a platinum frame if you achieve 0 cycles when facing Lygus level 120. Lone stardust can also be obtained from the endgame shop. 100 lone stardust equals 100 jade feather, can be exchanged twice. Alright, that's all for now everyone. So, what are your thoughts on this new endgame content? Write your opinions in the comments section. And don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai Star Rail. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on other important updates. See you in the next update.